Are we live? Hi everyone. Hope you're all well. Can't believe we are at a Thursday again. It is hectic how time is flying. It is freezing here in Hermanus. Absolutely freezing. So we're going to move a bit this afternoon, get our bodies a little bit warm. Hi everyone. Hi Sam. Hey Belinda. Hope you guys are all ready for a bit of stretch and a bit of movement tonight, and give our bodies a bit of TLC after this week. I'm feeling the sessions with Jules. I don't know how she does it, honestly, but I will get there. Work hard. Cool, guys. So as usual, you will need a mat or a towel if you don't have one, and then a cushion. You can see my cushion over to the side there. It can be any shape. You'll kind of figure out as you go along with the practices what works better. And then tonight, you will also need either a strap, so a yoga strap if you have, but don't worry if you don't have one. You could just use a scarf, so just like a normal scarf, just needs to be quite long, or you can use a towel. So you can grab that so long. Hi Tanya, TLC, lots of TLC. Hi Jillian, welcome first time. And hi Lee, welcome back again. Good Sandra, yeah. I mean, these sessions really are about some rest and relaxation and allowing your body to relax. Not only are a lot of us pushing our bodies physically during training, but we're also in quite a stressful time at the moment, stressful environments, and quite a hectic energy happening all around us globally. So important to make the time for yourself to just kind of plug out, leave everything off your mat, and just give yourself 45 minutes to just chill. Hi Dudu, welcome. Bronwyn. Hi Charlene. Welcome everyone. Nice to have everyone here. So make sure you have your towel or your scarf or your strap and one cushion. If you were in the class on Tuesday, who was saying they backed Lee, or Leah, sorry if it's incorrectly pronounced. We're doing more hamstring stuff, more backline stuff. So the pose for this week was downward facing dog, and just using that shape to open the back line of our body. So behind the Achilles, the calf muscles, the hamstrings, and just kind of release that. We were doing things in class this week. We were really squeezing the glutes and the hamstrings. So tonight's a nice opportunity just to kind of let them relax a little bit. Welcome everyone. Hi Sharon. Yeah, so we're going to move a bit, warm up our bodies, and then just nice deep breaths. And then I will see you all, hopefully, in all the sessions next week. Even if it's not live, I hope that you guys are catching up on all the flow classes. Really should be doing them daily, especially if you're working your body very hard. And then tonight, you can actually practice quite close to a wall if possible, or just an area where there's nothing really on the wall, so you can just place your legs up the wall at the end of class. So it'll just drain out the legs a little bit. So if that's possible, otherwise legs could be on a chair or even on the couch, but you want to try and get them as high as possible. Hi Kelly. Good. I'm so glad that everyone is in need of some yoga. We're all in need of yoga all the time. So yeah, I hope you guys are, I said it, I've been saying in all the sessions, really writing down and starting to feel into the shapes, what feels good in your body. So some shapes are going to feel better in some bodies, and that you start to incorporate the shapes that feel really good in your body daily. So I always say my favorite yoga is bed yoga, because I can literally lie in bed under the duvet. I can do a nice little twist. I can do a child's pose. I can hug my knees into chest. I can do some breath work. So really, no excuse not to do a little bit of yoga. Sorry, itching my throat. Really no excuse to do a little bit of yoga every day, because you can do it in bed, just before you fall asleep or just as you wake up. I hope you're all drinking lots of water. We chatted about this as well last week, making sure to drink a glass of water before you get into bed, and then fill that glass again so that when you wake up the next morning, you've got a glass of water waiting for you. But another trick, or another kind of health fact I'd like to mention, is that in the morning when you wake up, your tongue detoxes at night. So you know when you wake up and you got maybe bad breath, or you've also got like this film over your tongue. So instead of waking up and kind of swallowing, before you swallow what's in your mouth in the morning, I get up and I rinse my mouth and I kind of spit all of that out, and then I'll have some water. And a tongue scraper is your best friend. So if you haven't heard about a tongue scraper yet, you can pop me a little message in the comments and I will give you a little more info on that. It's like my best friend. And as we go through these yoga sessions, I'm just going to start sharing more and more about the health, kind of my health tips, or my daily routines, things and tools that I have found that has brought me into just a better space, whether that's physically, emotionally, mentally, and that really is what the practice of yoga is all about. It's an all-round practice. Hi, Siri. I hope you're stretching with us tonight. Hi, Renal. Hi, Lisa. Welcome, everyone. I'm seeing a lot of lady names in the comments. Where are our gentlemen this evening? Guys, you all need to be doing this. I know it's like the kind of preconception that yoga is mostly done by women, and I guess that could be true if you look at Instagram or whatever, but really this practice is for everybody. So I hope to see the gents out here joining us in for these sessions. Hi, Sian. Welcome. Cool, guys. We got a few more minutes, so let's see who else pops on. We got 2 or 3 minutes before we get started. For those who've just joined, just make sure you got a strap. So I've got a yoga strap, but if you don't have a yoga strap, don't worry. You can use a scarf or a towel, or I know some of you might have those kind of elastic bands that you use for certain types of training. One of those could work as well. Cool. Hi, Lydia, Louise, Chantal. First class. Awesome. So I've seen 2 people who it's their first class. Is it your first time ever doing yoga? How many first time yogis do we have over here who's never done a yoga class before? I'd love to know. So you can just show me like a little thumbs up if it's your first time ever doing a yoga practice. So for those of you who are new, oh, I'm busy on a work call. So for those of you who are completely new to either the practice of yoga or to these flow sessions, please take full responsibility for your body as you would in any other form of exercise. Don't overstretch, don't overdo it. Yeah, take it easy, look after your body. These sessions are not here to kind of push yourself to the max or kind of, bend your body into shapes that you normally would be in. This is here completely for healing and repair, relaxation, working through our mobility, oiling up our joints, and rehabilitation for our bodies and for our minds. I see here, what is the best thickness for a yoga mat? So Nikki, that's a tricky question. I guess it would depend on if, if the ground feels quite hard when you're on like a normal kind of those foam mats, then I'd go for a thicker mat. But you get travel mats that are like super thin and people practice on that. So the best would be which is difficult now because there aren't studios open really. But the best is always to try out a few mats before buying one. But I think send me an inbox message after class, and then I'll get back to you with some more details around that. It's the best investment you can make is to buy a proper yoga mat. Haha. Is that tell Jono to get the guys in the class? I think we should. I think Jono and I should do a session together. Instead of Jules doing everything that he says, I think we're going to have Jono in the background doing the yoga moves. I think we should get a vote for that. First time, welcome Zoe. All right, guys, so I think let's get going. Make sure you have your pillow, make sure you have your strap or your scarf or your towel. And then you can bring yourself onto your mat. We're going to start in child's pose. If the knees are feeling sensitive in the flex position, just place a cushion on your heels. You can take your knees nice and wide. And then reach your arms forward, full stretch. Allow the forehead to rest down towards the floor. Settle into your space. Feel the floor underneath you. And with your eyes closed, just picture yourself, picture the room that you're in. Picture the walls around you and the roof above you. Picture the mat or the floor below you. And then picture your body on the mat. And so whatever it's taken for you to get to this point today, just let that all go. And as if you can just plug out. So plug everyone and everything out. And for the next 45 minutes, this is your time. And so let's deepen the breath. Bringing your June intention into your awareness. And if you haven't set an intention yet, then take the next few breaths. We all set an intention for our flow, for our yoga practice for this month. So maybe it's that this becomes your alone time, or maybe it's really the time that you can allow yourself to relax. Whatever it is you feel you need from these sessions. And take a full breath in. And a full breath out. And a full breath in. And a full breath out. And one more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Lift your head. And bring yourself into tabletop position. So now you can place your cushion to the side. Bring your knees under your hips. And your wrists under your shoulders. So moving through our cat-cow, you're inhaling, your sit bones rise, your ears curl back, you stretch the belly, open the throat. And exhale is the opposite. So think of exhale, rounding, press into your hands, squeeze the breath out. And again, inhale, lift, lengthen, curl ears back. And exhale, rounding all the way. One more like that. Full breath in. And full breath out. Okay, come into a neutral spine. We'll work on opening the wrists a little bit. So this can be quite intense. So I'd like you to bring your weight slightly back first. So that my weight is on my knees here. I can lift my hands up. My weight's not on my hands. And then I'm going to rotate my pinky fingers outwards until my wrists are facing away from me. And I'm slowly going to bring my hands down to the floor. So maybe that's as far as I go. Or you could go all the way down, grounding the whole palm of the hand. And you'll just move a little side to side, a little back and forward. So keep moving like that with the wrists open, remembering that everything we do, or not everything, most things that we do during the day is this action, right? So it's driving, holding things, making food, carrying things. There's not a lot of movements where we really open up the backs of the wrists. So we're just getting some blood moving through the joints, getting a nice bit of a stretch out. Should feel quite nice. Again, don't go overboard with the stretching. Nice, and then we'll come to stillness. Release the hands. And then come to sit in a kneeling position. So you'll just come to sit on your shins. If this doesn't feel comfortable, so if kneeling is a problem for you in your practice, then whenever we move into a kneeling position, you'll sit cross-legged. Again, you got your cushion, you could pop that in underneath the buttocks or even underneath the ankles. You gotta feel out your practice as you go. I'm gonna start with some shoulder loops. So taking your arms out to the side, you're just gonna start to lift your shoulders, roll them forward, stretch back body, and then take them back. So you can see my whole upper body is moving with me as I just release through the shoulders. Nice. Let's do one more in this direction. So we're just going to keep moving tonight. And then pause in our starting position. Change direction. So shoulders up, round, back and down. Again, up, round, back and down. Don't hold your breath. Nice. And let's do one more like that. Beautiful. Resting the shoulders down. Allow your hands to just rest on your thighs, just so they're kind of out of the way. And you're just going to keep your shoulders above your hips. Moving into the neck, you're going to look over your right shoulder, just as far as you can go. Keeping the top row of teeth parallel to the floor. And then bring the gaze back to center. And then over to your left. So just releasing through the neck. Nice deep breaths, come back to center. Keeping your shoulders stacked into the back of the neck. So drawing chin down to chest. And just getting a nice stretch back of the neck. Where the neck connects to the skull, down to where the neck connects to your shoulders. One more breath here, deep inhale. Long, relaxed exhale. Draw the crown of the head up, and then we'll open the throat. So drawing the chin up towards the ceiling. Allow the head to rest back, only if it feels good. Otherwise, maybe this stretch isn't for you today. Otherwise, just stretch open the front of the neck. And then you'll bring yourself all the way back to center. Once more, chin down to chest, and then we'll just move the ear side to side. So right ear to right shoulder, and then back down through to center. Left ear to left shoulder, nice, and back to center. You can do 2 more to each side. If you like, you'll take the head in a full circle. Otherwise, just stay moving from side to side. Really looking to enjoy these movements. So you don't want to be adding any tension to the body. Everything's very relaxed and soft. Okay, once you've finished 2 to each side, draw the crown of the head back up. And then let's go into a ragdoll pose. So placing the cushion to the side, your toes will tuck under, and you're going to take your feet hip distance apart. Allow yourself to hang forward, knees can be bent, holding your opposite elbows with your opposite hands, and just allow yourself to kind of wiggle a little side to side, lift and spread your toes, and then start to pace out the legs. So stretching one leg, bending the other one, while you just allow the weight of the head and the arms to pull you down. So nice in the nice inversion, and we just drain the liquids around the brain, the eyes, the sinuses, in and around the jaw. And let the liquids run through the skin and the face, the scalp. Nice, and then come to stillness. Release your hands. And then you'll slowly bring yourself back into your seat. So either kneeling again, or change the cross of the legs that you were just in. And again, you'll use your cushion as you must. So getting both sit bones nice and grounded, equal through right and left side. Reaching both arms up, take a full stretch, take a full breath in. We'll take a side stretch to our right. So either right fingertips or palm moves down. Ground your left sit bone, soften your right ear, and pull that left arm up and over. Remember, soft facial expression, you're not biting into your jaw. Bend your bottom elbow slightly. And then allow this top arm to move down in front of you, past you, behind you. Relax your right ear, draw it all the way up, and bring it back to its starting position. Change direction, draw that same arm up, all the way back, spread through your fingers and open your chest. Bring that arm down, round, and back to our starting position. Flip your top palm to face the ceiling. Keep your right ear heavy, but let that arm move away from you. And as it does, when it reaches shoulder height, lower it down and let it kind of pull you all the way up to sit. Again, equal weight left and right. Inhale, arms reach up. Left fingertips to the floor or left palm. Reach this top arm up and over. Soften your left ear down. And watch, you're not crunching, you're not leaning on this bottom shoulder. That bottom shoulder is moving down away from you. And I'm really creating an arch on my right rib cage. Bring that top arm down, forward and in front of you. Sweep it all the way past. Sweep it back behind you. Relax your ear. Reach it up. Nice. And bring it over. Back to your starts. Change direction. Top arm up. Reach it all the way back. Open up your chest. Spread through your fingers. And bring it all the way down and back to your start position. Flip your palm up. Keep it going. Remember, this time it's going to reach shoulder height. And when it goes below, let it drag you all the way back up to a seat. Inhale, reach your arms up. We'll take a twist to our right. So twisting from the navel and then splitting the hands. Left hand across, right hand behind you. And you're just gently gazing over that back shoulder. Sit a little taller on your inhale. And perhaps twist a little deeper on your exhale. And bringing the gaze forward. Unravel arms. Inhale, draw the arms up. Again, twist from the navel like you're spinning around on your axis, on your vertebra. Split your hands. Left hand behind you, right arm across. Lift through the lower belly. Open your back shoulder. Full breath in to lift you a little taller. And maybe exhale to twist you a little further. Unravel, gaze forward, and then bring the arms either side of you. Nice. Again, we'll come into our forward fold. So bringing your hands forward, tuck your toes under, feet are hip distance apart, bend the knees, and now if you can remember, try and take your opposite arm in front to your previous round. Allow the head to be nice and heavy, and just release the spine down. And again, we'll bend and stretch into the legs. Completely relaxing the spine. And this time, I want you to kind of move your elbows away and bring them back towards you. So you get into your side body a little more. Beautiful. Keep going. Few more rounds here. Just allowing everything to be nice and heavy. Okay, coming to stillness. Release the hands. And then last time here, bring yourself to kneel back down. So if you're sitting cross-legged, then maybe pick your non-habitual cross, the cross that you wouldn't usually use. Reach for your strap, your scarf, or your cushion. And then I'd like it to be the length of at least, what did we say last time? Like 2 of your own arms. So out in front of you and nice and taut. So the tops of my hands are facing up. I kind of have it over my thumb and my four fingers are wrapped around the top and I'm pulling them away from one another. Okay, drawing our arms all the way up. You're going to try and move as symmetrically as you can to open the chest. Take the arms round, back and down. Keep your strap taut. And again, without kind of moving one arm more than the other, can you try and bring them both back equally and forward. We'll move it to the breath. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Keep going. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one here. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Nice. So just getting our shoulders nice and warm. Place your strap to the side and then come onto all fours again. So we're going to move into our first downward dog. So we'll have our knees bent. Have a look at your hands. Remember, your weight is going to be evenly distributed between your hands and your feet now. So you want your hands to be nice and spread, the weight equally on all four corners of the hands, as well as your 10 fingerprints. So your hands should be under your shoulders at the moment. I'd like you to take them a whole hand's length forward. They're at least as wide as your shoulders, and your index finger is facing forward or pointing forward. Tuck your toes under and lift your hips, but keep your knees really bent and press your belly towards your thighs. Allow your heart to melt, but don't let the shoulders kind of hunch up to the ears. Wrap your outer shoulders down to the floor. And then like we did in our forward fold, you're going to start to pedal out the legs. So heavy right heel down to the floor. Press firmly into your left hand. Try and get that right heel to lower as much as you can. And then switch. Bend right knee. Start to extend left leg. Press firmly into right hand. Squeeze left thigh muscle. Don't pick up tension in your neck and your face. And then come back through to center. One more to each side. Stay with me. Ground your right heel. Press firmly into your left hand. And then bend right knee. Stretch out the back of your left leg. Press firmly into your right hand. So you've got these diagonals pressing away from one another. Beautiful. Come back to center. And then place your knees to the floor. Slide your hands back to underneath your shoulders. You can untuck your toes. And then we're going to take a little twist in the spine. So pressing into your left hand, open your right side of your chest by reaching your right arm up. And then bring that right arm down. Slide it in between your left thigh and your left arm. Come onto your right shoulder. Reach your left arm forward. Rest on your right temple or right cheek. And then just allow the heart to melt down. Reach those left fingertips forward. And a little bit of weight onto that right shoulder. And take 2 full deep breaths. To come out, slide your left hand under your left shoulder. Press into that hand, and again open up the chest, right side, and then bring right hand down and switch. Left side chest to open up, lift, 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 and then left hand comes down underneath. I'm going to roll into my left shoulder, my left temple, reach my right arm forward. Pull your right hip slightly back. Nice. And then feel into the body where you're perhaps holding tension. And on your exhale, can you soften that space? Slide your right hand back. Press firmly into it to open left side chest. And then bring your left hand down. Really nice, everyone. Okay, so same setup for our bent knee downward dog. Take your hands a hand's distance forward. Tuck your toes under. Raise your hips nice and high. And then kind of rest your belly to your thighs. Nice, strong arms, straight arms. And then we're going to open a little into side body. So let's swivel the heels and the hips to the right, and start to extend your left heel down to the floor. You could look under your left armpit. Nice. Settle into the shape. Pull that left hip back. Take one more breath here. And then come back through to center and take it to the other side. So swivel heels and buttocks to the left. Ground your right heel. Pull your right hip back. Hold one more breath. And then back through to center, send your hips high. And then lower your knees, take a child's pose. So big toes to touch, knees nice and wide. And sit yourself all the way down and back, reaching your arms forward. Soften your head down to the floor. Nice. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Okay, come all the way up, back onto your hands, knees under your hips. Tuck your toes, lift your buttocks up and back. But this time, walk your hands all the way back to your feet. You're leaning forward. You're going to bring your hands and just start to rub around the legs. So rub around the hamstrings, back of the knees, around the shins, the ankles. A little bit of a self massage should feel quite nice. Just kind of rubbing around the sides and around the knee joints. If you're still cold, nice way to heat up the body. Beautiful. And then you're going to release the hands, bend the knees, slowly roll the spine up, loop the shoulders. Let's take a high mountain. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then fold yourself all the way down. Tuck your chin. Halfway lift. Look forward, send your sit bones back. And then again, fold forward. Bend your knees. Tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin. Again, we roll the spine all the way up. Loop shoulders, up, back, and down. Last one here. Inhale, full stretch. And then exhale, fold yourself all the way down. Halfway lift. And forward fold. Bend the knees. And roll the spine all the way up. Loop shoulders, up, back, and down. Nice. Okay, so we're just going to do a little bit of balancing. So bringing your hands onto your waist. You're going to bring your weight onto your right foot. Draw your left knee up. So I've got a slight activation this left ankle. We're just going to move through some hip rolls. So I like to keep a little bend in my standing leg. Otherwise, if I straighten it, sometimes I end up just locking out that joint, and that's not great for your joint long term. So maybe a soft bend in that knee. And then super slow, you're just going to start to make hip rotations. So hip forward and out, back, forward and out and back. And one more like that, until you bring your knee back to chest. From here, we're going to move into our tree pose. So options are opening that knee out, place the foot onto your calf muscle, or if you want to move with me a little further, bend that standing leg so that you can reach to draw that left foot all the way to the inner thigh. Okay, so it's either calf muscle or thigh, but not on any of your joints. So not on the knee or on the ankle. Look in front of you, maybe even a little up. And then bring your hands in front of your heart to hold your balance. And once you found that balance, reach both arms all the way up. Nice, let's hold 3 full breaths. Now maybe you straighten out your standing leg. Your left foot is pressing against your right leg. Stay with me. And we reverse. Hands to hearts. Hands to hips. Bend your standing leg. Squeeze your left knee to chest. And lower left foot down. Nice. Weight onto left foot. Right knee draws up. And then we take those hip rolls to the other side. So for me, my right leg is much stronger and much more stable than my left. So I can feel how my left foot is kind of wobbling all over the place. That's fine because I'm actually just strengthening it. And I'm strengthening all those little stabilizing muscles in my left foot. Nice, let's go one more round. And then you'll pause to center. Again, taking the knee out to the side. If you had it on your ankle in the first round, take the ankle again. Otherwise, you'll slide that foot up, press it into the inner thigh, look forward a little up. When you found your balance, hands to heart. When you found your balance, once more, arms up. Take 3 full deep breaths. I want you to remember your face isn't doing any of the balancing here, so your face can relax. Take a deep breath. Nice, and then we'll reverse. Hands to heart, hands to hips, a little bend, squeeze right knee to chest, and place right foot back down. Really nice, everyone. So you should still be standing about the back of your mat. Just take a nice full stretch up and then fold yourself all the way forward and down. Bend your knees if you need to bring your hands to the floor. Look forward. You're going to walk your hands forward, bend your knees, come into a downward dog from this way. So now again, my hips are high. And then from here, maybe you start to straighten one leg and the other. And then just feel into this downward dog shape. So you want to be pressing into the hands, grounding the heels. My thigh muscles are really working hard here. My lower belly's drawing in. And I'm rolling my outer shoulders down. And let's take 3 more breaths here. Working on getting that back line nice and relaxed. So if you can't keep both legs straight, then you just play between the two. Beautiful. Alright, so bring your feet a little closer to one another. We're going to raise our right leg up and back, and if you can, again, you're sinking your left heel down to the floor. Squeeze your right heel to your buttock. Lift your left heel. Look forward, and you're going to step this right foot all the way through. Lower your back knee down. Keep your toes tucked under. If this left knee feels a bit sore, sensitive tonight, then you'll just put your cushion in underneath that knee. Press into your front foot. Draw both arms up. Nice. And then bring your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Start to open up the shoulders, so roll shoulder caps back, and then maybe you sink down just a little more. But I'm not kind of collapsing and letting this hip open. Both hips stay facing forward. I've got a slight drawing in of the lower belly. Let's take one more breath here, neutral neck. And then slowly release. You can keep your cushion where it is. Keep your back toes tucked under. We're going to move into what we call like a pyramid pose. This is a variation of the pose. So you're going to lift your back knee, and then as much as you can, you're going to straighten out this front leg. So maybe you don't get it all the way straight. You're still kind of lifting that back heel, both hips facing forward. For those who are a little more open, you could come onto the heel, you could lean yourself forward, maybe you play between the two. We're going to take 3 breaths here. So just feel into your own body, where is it that you can create a little more space. And then next time you kind of rock forward, bring yourself all the way forward and down. Tuck your back toes under, raise your knee, step back, downward dog. pressing into the hands. So we're going to go to the other side now. So you already know you could just shift your cushion a little to the right. And then raising left leg up. If you can, anchor your right heel towards the floor. Level hip line. Left heel to buttock. Raise onto the ball of your right foot. Look forward. Step yourself through. Ground your right knee down. Press into front foot. Draw your arms up. And bring your hands behind you. Change your interlace from that first round. So we always do equal amounts both sides. Balance ourselves out. Roll your shoulder caps back. Start to extend through the arms. Maybe hands move away from the buttocks. And again, keeping your right hip rolling forward. Maybe you sink down just a little more. Don't completely collapse. Your feet are active. You're not gripping with those front toes. One more breath here. And then neutral spine. Hands come forward. Pyramid pose variation. Raise your back knee and start to straighten out your front leg. Again, maybe you kind of curl the toes back. I'm just going to play between the two here. It's like 3 full breaths. Opening the back lines. Everything else is pretty soft. And then the next time you come forward, come into your lunge. Flat palms, raise your back knee. Step back. Downward facing dog. Full stretch. Okay, place your cushion to the side so that you can bring your knees down. You're going to sit down onto your buttocks. You're going to make sure you have your strap. And you're going to lie yourself all the way down onto your back. Okay, so straps just to the side. Hug your knees to your chest. And then you're just going to take a little rock from side to side. Nice. And then we'll come to stillness. Reach for your strap, your towel. And then you're going to strap both legs straight up to the ceiling. Toes curling towards your face. Keep your right foot in your strap. Bend your left knee. Place the foot to the ground. And then slowly start to pull this right leg a little closer. So you want your whole back line supported. Head, shoulders, middle back, lower back, all on the floor. If that's enough, stay there. If you want a little more, extend left foot forward. Both my legs are straight and active. You can close the eyes. Take 3 full breaths. You can walk your hands further up your strap as you go. And just see how that feels. Softening the whole body down towards the floor. Allow that right leg to move away from you. Bring left foot in to meet right. And then ground your right foot. Encourage the pinky side of this top foot to move down towards your shin as much as the big toe side, so you're not buckling in your ankle, but you're drawing back equally through inner and outer line of that leg. And then if you did so on the other side, you'll extend your right leg on this side. Close your eyes and find a softening in the shape. Don't worry about what this shape looks like. Tap into what it feels like. Allow the left foot to move away from you. Bring your right foot back up to meet left for a moment. Let's take double legs. Beautiful. And then bend the knees. Place the strap to one side. Take your knees nice and wide. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Bring the soles of the feet together. And then like a butterfly pose, but on our back, kind of going to squeeze the soles of the feet together, knees out, and just kind of hang on yourself. Encouraging the knees away from you. And then slowly come down, bringing both knees back into chest. Moving into a little twist. Let's extend our right leg forward. Keep squeezing your left knee to your chest. Open your left arm to the side and then use your right hand to guide your knee all the way across. And you could look over your left shoulder. Let everything soften. You can close your eyes. And again, take 3 full deep breaths here. So if your left shoulder is lifting quite high, you can lift your right shoulder blade to see if you can get more contact of that left shoulder blade down to the floor. And we'll take that one last breath here. And then slowly come all the way back through to center. Again, a little hug, a squeeze, a little rock side to side. And then we'll take it to the other side. So extend your left leg forward. Open your right arm out to the side. Use your left hand to guide that right knee across. Nice. And then just open length. Right hip moves away from right armpit. You could lift your left shoulder blade to try and get your right shoulder blade a little more anchored. Looking over your right hand. And when you feel satisfied that you've held the same amount on this side as the other side, you'll bring yourself back through to center. Nice. Hug both knees to chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Give yourself a full body stretch. So reach your feet forward, your arms back. And stretch yourself out as far as you can. And again, bring both knees to chest. Squeeze. Nose could come up to touch the knees. And then reach feet forward, arms back, full stretch. And then we'll find our Shavasana, our final resting pose. So generally you just lie here nice and symmetrical. But tonight, I said if you want to be close to a wall, then you would just bring your feet up. This is a curtain, but you just have your feet up the wall like that, resting, arms out to the side. So just really nice to let the legs drain, especially if this morning you did a class with really intense leg work, then you could just let the legs drain all the way out. You've got your cushion, so your cushion could be underneath your head, or you could just be lying flat on the floor in a nice symmetrical shape. Okay, so find your final resting pose, eyes closed, the whole body just lying and relaxing onto the floor. Soften your fingers and your hands. Soften the right arm and the left arm. Soften the chest and the belly. And soften your hips. Soften the left buttocks and the right buttocks. Left leg and the right leg. Relax your left foot, your left toes, your right foot, your right toes. And then for a moment, just lick your lips or run your tongue across your teeth. Take a swallow. And really just relax through the jaw. Soften your eyes and your eyelids, the skin across your face and your scalp. Relax the back of the neck and the shoulders. Take a full breath in through your nose. Out through your mouth, just sigh it out. And then just find stillness. Try not to get distracted, but just allow yourself a few more moments to lie completely still. Then you'll take your time, don't rush, but slowly you'll bring yourself into a seat, so you can roll over to the side, or if you'd like to take a last full body stretch or a squeeze, whatever it is you feel your body needs. And then you'll slowly bring yourself up into a seat of your choice to close the practice. We'll bring one hand and the second hand across the heart space. Close your eyes. And with a heart full of gratitude and for your body that's carrying you through this life. A heart full of gratitude for yourself, for showing up and getting onto your mat for this practice. Bring your intention into your awareness and let it really seep in right deep into your heart space so that you can carry it with you off your mat. And thank you all for sharing your practice. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Have a lovely evening. Hope that felt good in your bodies. I'll be back next week again, so I hope to see all of you there. And yeah, like I always say, if you have questions or anything you'd like to know a little bit more about, then please feel free to leave comments in on the video, and I will get back to you. Such a pleasure, Samantha. Yeah, so you can always ask me any questions. And yeah, just a little tip that I gave tonight was to make sure you drink a glass of water before you go to bed. Have that glass of water ready for you in the morning to drink. And then first thing in the morning, to not kind of swallow in your mouth from the night before. It's detoxing. So kind of get up, spit that out. You'll notice once you start doing that, you'll never do it. You'll never start swallowing again in the mornings when you wake up first thing. And yeah, pick your poses that you really enjoy, that feel good in your body, and just start doing that a little bit every day. Bed yoga, start there. It's an easy way to start. Such a pleasure, everyone. Pleasure, Lauren, Tanya. Need info on the mat? Yes, Jillian. I am going to send you that info. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Catherine, Raphael. Such a pleasure, everyone. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. keep warm, keep safe. Yeah, and I'll see you guys all on the mat soon again. Good, good, good. It is, I always say that when I'm not practicing, I know something's up. I avoid my mat. And then the moment I get on my mat again, I am like, why did I ever stop? Or why did I take a break? Because it actually just needs to be a daily thing. I say it a lot, consistency is key, and that really is the key to yoga practice. And the key to really keeping your body mobile and moving and not stiff and tight and sore. So the more yoga, the better, guys. Tanya, I'm so relaxed. I don't know how I'm going to cook dinner. Pre-make dinner before yoga. That's how you do it. You pre-make your dinner, you do some yoga, you have your dinner, you get into the shower or to bath, and then you get into bed. Hey, yes, Paolo. Well done, guys. Cool. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful week further. Have a beautiful weekend, wherever it is you are or whoever you are with, or even if you're on your own, make the most of your time. Yeah, just look after yourselves. And I'm always here if you have any questions. And then I'll see you all soon again. Have a lovely evening. Bye.